What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank y'all so much for joining me this evening. This being my Hot Topics and Social Commentary live at 8 p.m. show. I am your host, JoJo Speaks from Faithful Warrior Ministries. I'm so glad that you decided to join me. We've got a lot to get into. Of course, Jennifer will be joining us momentarily. So while we wait, first things I want you guys to do before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to mash that thing, y'all. So why don't you go ahead and mash it for a brother. Also, be sure to give us a thumbs up on this video. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel for you guys. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the hot topics that we'll be discussing tonight. Be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but certainly not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody out here know that JoJo Speaks is in these YouTube streets, y'all. So of course, if there are any condolences to be given out, I always like to get that, do that first. And so someone whom I have grown to love throughout the past couple of years since season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Jiggly Caliente, her actual name is Bianca Castro. She appeared on RuPaul's Drag Race season 4. She also appeared on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 6. And she was also the main host for the Philippines edition of RuPaul's Drag Race Philippines. She was the head judge on that particular show. Jiggly Caliente, aka Bianca Castro. She unfortunately passed away at the age of 44. I believe it was 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. A couple of days prior to her passing, due to an infection that she had a majority of her right leg amputated. There weren't necessarily any details as to what the infection was or how she contracted the infection or whatever the case might have been with that infection, but that infection once again caused her to lose almost her entire right leg. And unfortunately, she passed away the other day. To be honest, I love Jiggly Caliente. For her first showing on RuPaul's Drag Race on season 4, she wasn't my favorite queen of that scene. However, when she came back for All-Star 6 with the glow up honey and revealed that she is that she identifies as a trans woman, I was so happy to see her. I was so happy to see that she had upgraded herself. I was so happy to see that she was doing her thing, and for her to be hosting the Philippines edition of RuPaul's Drag Race was such a come up for Jiggly Caliente. To be honest, I was actually surprised to see that she was the host for that show. However, I was so happy that she was the host of that show. There are very many different iterations of RuPaul's Drag Race around the world. It's in Germany, Mexico, España, Canada, Down Under in Australia, the UK, of course. And RuPaul had only hosted the American version, the UK version, and for the first, I think, 4 or 5 seasons of Down Under, but the most recent season, RuPaul had Michelle Visage hosting RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. But I thought it was such an amazing thing for Jiggly to be revered as such, to be good enough to host the Philippines edition of RuPaul's Drag Race. So all my love and all my condolences to her family and all of those who support her and her friends. Once again, I was so shocked and saddened to hear of her passing. And Genesita has joined us. Hola, Genesita. How goes it, my love?
Hello. But who went to glory?
Jiggly Caliente
You
from
a lie.
RuPaul's Drag
No.
Race. Yeah, she passed away at the age of 44. She had an infection where she had to get two or 3 days before her passing. She had gotten an infection, contracted an infection that made her to have almost her entire right leg amputated. And then I think 2 or 3 days ago, she ended up passing at the age of 44. Yeah, I was shocked to hear that as well, because I love me some Jiggly Caliente. As I was telling the viewers before, when she came out in the All-Star 6 introductions, I was so elated to see her back on the show. She made it pretty far on season 4. I think she was in like the top 7 or top 8 on season 4. She made it really, really far. And I always loved her on Pose. She played one of the girls that worked at the shop on Pose. So I absolutely love Jiggly Caliente, and I was so saddened to hear that she had passed away. And we got your raw reaction right there. What are your thoughts on Jiggly Caliente? Did you watch season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
I'm so sorry, Jonathan. Your brother-in-law keep on talking to me.
I can tell you keep looking off to the side and whatnot, having conversation like he don't know that we live because I know he know we live.
I'm saying, I'm saying, what you need, husband?
Child, but what?
Do you want me to take it off? Oh, okay. Well, I have headphones on. Would you like for me?
Lord, this is so unprofessional, y'all. We apologize. We really do apologize. It's not our either one of our faults.
Absolutely not. Jeez Louise. And he's just sitting here watching me. Let me do one thing at a time, sir. Please. And if you want to change it, why don't you go on your phone and change it?
What does he want to change, if you don't mind me asking?
Now he put a scroll down at the bottom and he want me to remove it. And it's like it's nice that you want to play director and stuff, but like how about you do it? You can do it. That nibbit.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if he ain't sitting in the seat, does he have the ability?
He absolutely does. He can do it from his cell phone. And see now we got his arm over here. He really could have gone over to his to the L couch, okay, Spanish for couch, and he could have gone
Okay,
to
the
his
L couch. Okay.
L couch, okay.
And we're
It
kind of
looks
matching again. You got on like a teal looking shirt. I have on a blue shirt. All right, twice
I
in a
don't
row.
understand
First
how
Monday, now Thursday.
it be happening. Um,
Thank y'all. Goodbye.
We don't want to see you go, Tyron. Jennifer want to see him go. We are having too much fun, y'all. This is ridiculous.
child.
Like we
Okay,
ain't even live right now. Like, we are how many minutes into the show? 7
too
minutes
many
into the
minutes,
show.
child. Anywho, but yes, I hate that she has gone on to glory. It does not make me happy. She's far way too young for that to happen. Um,
Absolutely.
one of the big girls that had a whole lot of confidence, even though she had
Yes.
one of the worst outfits ever on the runway.
On the first episode, yes. It
Oh,
was tragic. Yeah,
but she persevered and she kept on going.
she
Some people
did.
don't do it. Well, excuse me. We've seen a lot of people not do that. But
Absolutely. Especially on RuPaul's Drag Race, honey.
and she did.
Especially. And
So
as I was saying, she was also the host of RuPaul's Drag Race Philippines. She was the main host for RuPaul's Drag Race Philippines. So, she
amazing.
was on her come up. So it's so sad.
But God bless her, man. And whew, we gotta be careful.
We do. We do. Stay prayed up, y'all. Y'all got to we all, not y'all, we all have to remain prayed up, y'all. We have
We
to
must
remain prayed up. That devil is busy, honey. He's a
try
busybody.
taking good people lives. Lord
Right.
Jesus. But God bless. Um,
We
we
got
do.
any comments? Any comments to get to? Or were
Yeah.
you gonna say something else? I'm sorry, did I cut you
No.
off?
No. There was a echo. Don't mind me. Don't
Okay.
you mind me. And Dustin, Mr. Dustin Butler, he's here and he says hi.
Hey Dustin. So glad you're here.
Hello, hello. He says rest in peace. Absolutely. He also says hi Tyrone, hi Jennifer. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hi everybody. Hi Jonathan.
Hey Dustin.
Unveiled Vibrations is here.
Hey
He made
Tyron.
sure he made sure to say hello. Miss Kim is here. Hello, Miss Kim.
Greetings and salutations, Miss Kim. So glad that you're in the chat, boo.
Happy to have you. And that's all we have right now as far as the comments are concerned.
Cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I said that real fast before you were even finished with your sentence. I must be
Oh, you're
considerate,
good.
y'all. Anyways, a new pope has been announced. His name is Robert Francis Prevost or Prevost.
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 Hmm.
Prevost. He becomes the first American pope in history. I believe he'll be going by the name Leo the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the termination?
It is, that's a 20, and if that's yeah, that's 14.
14.
I
Okay,
said
yeah.
10 to
Leo
14.
Leo the 14th, yes.
But
I remember when they were picking the most recent pope that unfortunately passed away, we were seeing nothing but black smoke come up out of that chimney. And so it was rather quick that we saw the white smoke come out. So I was surprised at how quickly they had chosen the pope. I know that there were two priests, I believe that is what they're called, who are up for the position from Africa that were up that were in the running.
yeah, I heard about that.
I kind of had a feeling that that was not going to happen.
Okay,
Um,
let's
I'm sure eventually we will get to that point. Now, whether that will happen within our lifetime or not is a whole other question altogether. However, Jennifer just sent me a TikTok about an hour ago with someone praising, giving him his kudos because he apparently tweeted JD Vance telling them he doesn't know what love is or he doesn't know anything about love. And so for some reason, when I first heard that the Pope was going to be American, I said Donald Trump must have something to do with this. He must have his greedy hands in this in some way, but apparently not because the man don't see it for JD Vance. And if you don't see it for JD Vance, I
oh,
truly doubt he sees it for Trump, much less. So I'm so happy. And if he said that about JD Vance, then I have a feeling that we're stepping into the progressive popes, the popes that are more accepting, the popes that are not so rigid, the popes that are not so tied up, the popes that are all about love and all about acceptance of everyone. What was your reaction to the fact that we have an American pope?
my reaction is that that's kind of awesome.
It is. It is. It is awesome.
Okay.
I'm perplexed.
I think the bulk of it is like just coming from the fact that we're not Catholic.
Right.
So it's not necessarily a big thing for me, but it's
It's
something
not.
pretty cool to follow. Um but hey, you know, I guess
Hey.
having an African pope was a little bit, I think people got a little bit too excited too fast, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And it seemed like both of the African popes were not so LGBTQ plus friendly. And I have a feeling that that possibly might have been a factor besides their skin color. I don't know. Those are just assumptions here. That's no, there's no fact to those points. But I'm so glad that we have the pope that we have now, and he seems rather young too. He doesn't seem that old, so I'm assuming that he'll be keeping this mantle for quite a while.
Yeah. That's nice. Because we've been through quite a few popes.
We have. So first thing I wanted to get to was this Met Gala. I have some
Oh, wait, don't
pictures.
get to it yet.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have comments. As
Okay.
Miss Kim said, who passed?
Jiggly Caliente. She was a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race in season 4, All Star 6, as well as the host of RuPaul's Drag Race Philippines. Jiggly Caliente. Her name was Bianca Castro. Yeah.
God bless him.
God bless
Uh,
her.
cause she transitioned, didn't she?
She did. She did. She was not identifying as trans in her first season of season 4. However, when she came back on All Star 6, she had identified as a trans woman. So she had transitioned, yes.
Unveiled Vibration says, sorry for the scrolling ticker for my new show. I've been working on some things. Apparently that Leo over there didn't mind it.
That Leo
So
over there. Wow. How disrespectful.
incredibly. So I was gonna remove it. I just can I do the one thing at a time kindly? I didn't do it fast enough for him. That's all that was. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
And Miss Kim said he's from Chicago.
Wow, I had no idea. That's awesome. Hometown boy. Come on now. All
Mhm.
right.
Miss Kim said, hopefully a female pope one someday.
Maybe
Now
that would be great to see.
that'll turn some heads.
It definitely would. It definitely would.
Do they have female upper in
Oh, I don't know about
posts
upper. I
too?
know they have female priests in the Catholic Church, but I don't know about, that high.
You got me curious. Um, Unveiled Vibration says the Donald and friends ain't gonna do nothing. Wait, ain't got nothing to do with this election, but they will fight to see. They will fight to be seen by the new pope. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Because the old one said no. Okay, and then
Right.
people saying that he made the other one go to glory. Might not want to.
Okay.
Anyway, Dustin says he's 69 years old, Jonathan. That's what I said. That question for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He looks pretty good for 69. He looks like a younger fella to me.
You look good.
He look good for 69. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's all.
All right, so let's get to the Met Gala. I wanted to hit on this first because I wasn't sure how long we were going to be talking about it. And so I wanted to get an idea of how long we were going to talk about this to see what else we could get to before the end of this hour. So if you could very nicely, Jennifer, pull up the pictures for us. I have quite a few in the chat. So, we're at your whim, whichever
So
ones
it
you
doesn't
want us
matter
to
who
see.
you. It doesn't matter.
Not to me, not personally. We can do as many as you want, whichever ones you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
I believe the second one has multiple pictures in it, and all the other ones are just that one picture. Hold on, let me go to the chat. I feel so unprepared.
It'd be okay.
Yes, the second post of the Met Gala has multiple, so maybe we can start with that one, and then whichever way you want to go with it, we can go with it. But yes, we were celebrating. We were celebrating Superfine, Black tailoring. I'm not exactly sure if that was the actual name of it, but that's what I
No,
remember
that's what it
from it.
was.
Oh, okay. All right. And I was very, very curious as to how, especially the women were going to pull off their looks. I knew that we would see a lot of tuxedo or suit flavored looks. We didn't see that from all the women, which is what I expected to see from all the women, but maybe I should have broadened my horizons and understood that tailoring doesn't just have to do with suits and tuxedos. Tailoring can be anything that's tailored to your body. And so it is what it is. Because first of all, I just want to shout out to Diana Ross. She hadn't been to the Met Gala in over 20 years. And her son, I believe it was Evan Ross, who encouraged her to go to the to go to the Met Gala. She had a very extremely long train, circa Rihanna, circa Cardi B. And to be honest, it didn't have the effect that I would originally want it to. Like maybe if she was the first to really do it at the Met Gala, it might have gotten the reaction that people might expect. But I loved it. I loved the hat. I loved her makeup. I loved that she put like some stones above her eyes. I thought she looked gorgeous.
We'll get to her picture so everybody can see it.
Okay, cool.
So this is Lala.
Lala. Okay, Lala Anthony.
Mm-hmm. That's the only Lala I know.
Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't even see this one. Okay. I like this one. This is really cute. It's like a half and half.
Mm-hmm.
Half pants, half dress. That's cute. That's really cute.
She's so pretty. She can't
She's
help it.
gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Tiana Taylor. This was one of my favorite looks, I have to say. Especially with this do-rag that she has on. It's so black and
Especially with the
beautiful.
hat on and everything. And I do love this shoes.
Yeah, it's really nice. And it's over exaggerated. It's a whole lot of clothing, but I do still love it. I do still love it.
All of it was necessary. Look at her.
It was. Yes, with the
At
hat. That's a pimp right there. If you ain't never seen no pimp in your life, honey, that's one right there for you. Exhibit A, y'all. Exhibit A.
And this is like one thing that she shows, like she doesn't have to show off her wonderful body
No,
all the time.
because she has a wonderful body.
Yes, but it doesn't have to be that way. Let's see. This is Pharrell and his lovely wife.
Okay. I like what
And
Pharrell's wearing. Can't say the same for his wife, but she looks good though.
yeah, I would like a little bit more from her
Just a
in
little
that.
bit more effort, if you
Yeah,
would.
but
The stockings are cute though. I will have to say that the stockings are mad cute. I do love the stockings.
Here,
Coleman Domingo.
yeah.
I,
Uh,
I I have to say I love his homage to Andre Leon Talley with this cape. Although the cape is not my favorite thing on the carpet, I love the fact that he's paying homage to the legend, and I love the suit as well. What are your thoughts?
I it's not for me.
Yeah, what is it? The cape, the suit? What is not for you? The whole thing?
Both.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Mommy says she loved the cape, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it, to be
I
honest.
think the cape was a bit much, but like the suit, um, I think I'm starting to realize about myself, I'm not really cool with all the patterns at the same time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Dustin said he loved the picture, when we saw I think it was Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Unveiled Vibration says, that red look, that red looks great on Tiana Taylor, on Miss Taylor. And Miss Kim said Pharrell was a snore. His wife was a no.
Agreed. I agree with you, Miss Kim. Absolutely.
Unveiled Vibration says Pharrell didn't put anything into it. Plus, he likes just looking clean. Well, I mean, he offered something. I'll leave that there.
Who
Oh,
next?
that was the Black Fellas singing. This is Coco Jones.
Coco looks wonderful.
It does look nice. I wanted to see more structure though.
Okay. Yeah. It's a whole lot.
Miss Kim said Coleman dressed his butt off throughout the entire Met Gala festivities. I do agree. I just didn't like that one
Okay. Okay.
because he did have plenty of outfits to
Outfits.
wear. Plenty of outfits. This is the young lady from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay.
Ego, Ego. I'll mess up her name.
This is
And
quite cute.
this is some other name lady.
Don't
Her
know
name
her.
is
I love this dress though.
Sydney Sweeney. It does look very
Okay.
good. It's for the
Mm-hmm.
moment. And this is her name is Emma Chamberlain. Um,
Okay.
it looks like fashion and okay.
I do like the design of it at the top though. I do like it
Mhm.
looks I like that it looks like a blazer at the top, but
It's
it's
just a
not
huge blazer.
necessarily a blazer. Yeah, it's just a huge blazer. Exactly. It looks like just an oversized blazer. I do like that
Mhm.
concept.
It's different. And it gave something different than just trying to put a dress on. So I
Right.
do give A for effort for sure. It's just not for
Absolutely.
me. That's all.
Right.
Um, let's see. Unveiled Vibration says Coco could have done a little something with more flair. Yeah, I thought I was looking for more something more. Oh, that's not it. Now this.
Zendaya.
My God,
Because I know Zendaya and some other woman were wearing something very, very similar, like almost exactly alike.
I feel Zendaya did the best. Uh, out of her and that other woman.
Okay. Because they look exactly the same to me, but I think Zendaya kind of has the attitude to go along with it,
Yes,
and to
the
pull it
frills.
off and to sell it. She really sold it for
She
sure.
really did. Oh gosh. For me, Zendaya cannot do any wrong. Unfortunately, I heard somebody say like, it wasn't enough. It's like, no, this is the thing. This is it.
She's doing it. She's doing it. And Zendaya has never been the person who to be too outlandish with her fashions. I think it was the year that they did camp. She had the glowing Cinderella dress on.
Mhm.
So she never does too much. You know what I'm saying? She does just enough for me.
It looks good. Um,
And La Rose will never have her out here looking like a fool.
looking
Okay.
crazy. You got that right. Unveiled Vibration says excuse me, Zenny, and that hat was giving me a smooth criminal.
Absolutely.
Miss Kim says Zendaya and Law snap with this look. Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's everything. I really like it. Excuse me. Okay, there's people
That
now.
was Future.
Yeah, that was Future. You want to see Future? I was
No,
gonna dress it because he didn't look like much of nothing.
he
Sorry,
didn't.
y'all.
What
This
was
is
going on with his hair too? Like his hair looked like it was unpicked, and yeah.
here. This is a Simone Biles.
Oh, okay, cute, cute.
I really like her shoes. This is millennial platform. I love it. Um, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. And that's all I have.
Yeah. Do you think it fits the category though? I don't know if it fits the category.
It let's see if there's a
Maybe I have to
close
see
up.
it closer up. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, and I love the hair too. Oh, she looks
Yeah,
gorgeous.
she does look nice.
Is that a wedge?
It's not a wedge,
No.
Jonathan.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a
I'm sorry.
platform. And that's her with her husband. Mm.
Such a handsome couple.
Mm.
Oh, you got some questions about that, but let's move on. We don't need to go into it.
Well, he don't want to believe he the prize. Like how like he didn't know she
Who
was the
who
Olympic
who
child.
is the star in this relationship, honey?
Child. But welcome, Savannah. Um,
This is gorgeous.
I liked it. I just didn't like the mesh part. I didn't like the color of the mesh part.
Okay.
I
But
wish it was more kind of like invisible instead of that color.
because it kind of looks beige a little bit in this picture,
Yeah.
and it's not
Yeah.
necessarily matching her skin tone. And when you try to do like a nude illusion of some sort, it has to match your skin. It has to.
So,
Otherwise, it's not going to come off the way you want it to.
but otherwise, like the whole thing, I really like. I just didn't like the mesh part.
I think it's
Uh,
gorgeous.
Unveiled Vibration says Simone looks like a fairy. She does.
Agreed.
A little
Agreed.
so. Miss Kim says, I'm going to put a TikTok review of Future's look in the Discord. It's hilarious. People did go in on him.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But I mean, it was deserved.
Oh, Pusha T. I was so surprised. I should have been surprised that he went to the Met Gala because he's been before. Like, this is not his first time going to the Met Gala. He typically
Yeah.
goes almost every year. So I thought he looked decent. I was surprised to see the sparkly stuff at the top of his jacket. And I think that's pushing it for him in the fashion era. So I do like this. It's not my
I
favorite though.
believe it's certainly a step out, and I'm here for it. It looks so good to me.
It looks clean.
And I love his shoes. I really
Agreed.
like that. So it was I was happy with that. This is a
Chance the Rapper.
no, this is Bad Bunny.
This is Bad Bunny.
Yeah, that's Bad Bunny.
You sure it's not? I thought Chance the Rapper must have had something on similar to this, but
Child,
okay.
this is a light skinned Hispanic man.
Okay.
Bad Bunny. I'm not here for the big old bag, but everything else, it looks all right. I
I
have
was
no
about to say, I
complaints.
love the big old bag now.
There's a whole heap of bag right there. There's a whole lot of it. Bag. I wanna know who he got up in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
here's Brian Tyree Henry. This actor, he is doing the things. Um,
Yes.
I enjoyed this. I'm not used to seeing a man with
Boots like
knee-high
that.
boots like that.
Yeah.
That is outside of his pants,
Right.
but I'm still pleasantly okay with this. I'm good with this. This is good. This
I
is
feel
good.
like the boots are distracting for me. However, I
It
do
is.
love the coat. I love the coat that he's wearing.
I
I
like the
love
coat
that.
as well as the kinda like the cape, over it. The overcoat, I guess you would gonna call it.
But it looks like he's ready to get on horseback to
Okay, let's
me.
go. "Ah!" You know what I'm saying? Let's go. And here is, Mr. Keith Powers.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever seen a man wear pants like this before, like high-waisted pants like this,
Uh-huh.
but I do love it on him though. He wears it
Yeah.
well.
Um, I think people were thinking this is more of a feminine pant than, I've heard people say that. I like everything up top. I don't think the bottom is for me. I would have loved to see him something really tailored, really in there.
And that's the reason why I said what I said, because men typically don't wear high-waisted type pants, and so that's what makes it look a little feminine. But I enjoy it though. It's different. It's different to see. I do wish it was a little more tailored to his body, but I don't know if it would have looked right if it was high-waisted and kind of a more fitted pants. So
I
maybe
don't
it's
know.
best
I
to
think
just
it
stick
would
to
have
men.
given like horse jockey.
Agreed. I agree with that. Yeah.
Unveiled Vibration says that big old bag looks like a bowling bag. It does look like a bowling bag.
Looks like a whole bag to me, but
And I'm done. Jonathan, don't mind me. I was about to say, says the hoe. I'm sorry.
Ah! And you said it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The hoe would know. And I'm done for real. I ain't saying nothing hoe related anymore. Miss Kim says Keith Powers is fine. Love his look.
He is. He is. He's a fine-looking young black man. Yes, sir.
Oh gosh, here is the delightful, the wonderful Miss oh Lord have mercy, I almost call her Donna Summer.
Oh, Lord. Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
This was Mama's favorite look on the red carpet. And once again, if the long train hadn't been done before her, I think I would have been more amazed by it. But it's still a good look, though, to me.
It's still good. To be honest, I'm actually more drawn to her dress than
Agreed, because the dress is beautiful.
it's just gorgeous. Shoot, we grown and doing it. That's all I got to say.
I just don't know if it fits the category. I don't know if it fit the category. It was just a really nice dress. I'm glad that she was there. I just don't know if it fit the category. Just not for me.
I'm sorry I went so fast. This is Mr. Alton Mason.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I liked everything before he took off the coat.
Oh, too much chesticles?
I think so.
Because I don't know if we can call this a suit necessarily with all them all the pectorals peeking out the top. I mean, it looks good on him. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love to see it,
Okay.
but it's all right.
Yeah. Unveiled Vibration says now who is passing shade?
Well, I mean, to say Jennifer is not a shady lady would be a complete lie.
Not a whole complete lie. Miss Kim said, "I'm sorry, Miss Ross looked ridiculous."
Wow, why do you say that, Miss Kim? Let us know, please.
Please expound. Moving on from Mr. Alton Mason. Let me know whenever you want to stop. Ooh,
Lapita. I do love the color of this. This was like sort of like a really, really light blue.
A light mint.
Yeah. I loved this. And I love the chiffon in the back. I think this looked gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Not the biggest fan of the hat though. The hat looks like it's a joke to me.
No, the hat actually goes with the time though.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it was a time period piece type thing.
Yeah, and then whatever kind of hat she gonna put on all that hair back there? Come on now.
A big
Got to
one.
be something to be on top of. No. There is no hat that's gonna cover all that. No, sir.
Okay.
But I love how her skin looks up against that.
Always nice
Fentiness. Oh,
nice and beautiful.
Miss Kim says, don't show up to the Met Gala off theme. That annoys me.
Understood. I get it, Miss Kim. I get it, Miss Kim. I really do. I do.
Unveiled Vibration says Miss Ross had a first lady of the church look.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
The first lady wouldn't wear that.
No, not with all them breastises hanging out.
And maybe the first harlot of the church.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union.
I didn't find anything too special about it. I will have to agree with whoever put this gif right here of Nene.
I think this is acceptable. I really do. I like the dress. I think the dress is cute, and I do like what Dwayne was wearing as well. I like this. I think this is acceptable, and it meets the brief as well to me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I enjoyed Kerry Washington's.
This was nice. This was nice. I love the hair. I love the hat. I love it, all of it. And I love that the skirt seems to be a little sheer
A
as
little.
well. Well, yeah, it is sheer.
Okay, okay.
And
I'm just happy she won't draw.
she
Mhm.
typically doesn't wear anything that's revealing. So I think that's a nice change for her.
I'm just happy she wore drawers. And then also, look, I love how, like, it's a kind of a dress, a skirt, that would be, something that would cover up everything
Yeah.
until you see that it's sheer. It's like, oh,
Wow. Okay, that's the element of the surprise that we like. I
I
love
like
that.
it. I really
Yeah.
like it with the gloves and everything. And the hat was right for her head and everything. I enjoyed the color, all that. She
It's real
oiled up
cute.
right. Everything is good in my book.
Let's go about 4 more minutes because it's
All right.
8:36.
This is
ASAP Rocky.
mhm. I really like this umbrella, how, the handle is like a gun. Oh, Lord, I shouldn't have said that.
A
It's like a
weapon.
pew pew, you know what I'm saying? A weapon of sorts.
Oh, yes, I do see it. Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Were you disappointed that he didn't walk the red carpet with Rihanna?
No, they need to be seen separately because it'll be too much to be looking at. They understand that. They're both fashion killers, as they would call themselves,
Right.
and they don't need to be together. They can come together, but they don't need to come together because Rihanna had a lot to see and a whole announcement of a pregnancy at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he had plenty to see too because he's one of those fashion dudes. We want to see him too. So, they would take away from each other. So
Agree. I
it's
agree
it's
with that.
it's best. Gabby and Dwayne, thumbs down, 2 thumbs down. Miss
Ooh.
Kim gives them. I see. We on the same page with that one for sure. Um, Carrie, she gets the flames. It was fire. I absolutely love what she did with that. Unveiled Vibration says Miss Carrie Washington with the Django look.
I agree with that. Yes, very Django.
All right, moving on and moving forward. All right. Uh, People use a lot of Nene memes for for these things. But this is Zoe Saldana.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Not the biggest fan of the hair. However, the outfit looks decent. Not my favorite though. Those look like some high platform shoes you got on.
it really is. They are. But for me, the silhouette didn't give me what I believe we were looking for.
Yeah. Looks
Um,
ill-fitting a little.
yeah. I do like those. I take them shoes now.
Those are some cute shoes now. Real
I
cute.
like them shoes. But yeah, I wasn't here for Zoe. Moving on and moving forward. Here's
Meg.
Meg Thee Stallion, apparently dressed by Michael Kors. I'll have to
Yes.
say, I I wasn't here for what Meg was wearing because, it was just a dress.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I love the hair. I absolutely adore the hair. However, just like Diana Ross, I didn't feel like the dress met the brief for, or the category rather,
Yeah,
however you want to say it. But I was glad that she was there. And once again, I love that hair. I think I can't remember she was paying homage to with this hair, but she was paying homage to someone with this hair. I can't remember who it was though.
understood. Miss Kim said ASAP was a Met Gala co-chair, so he was there earlier than Rihanna.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you
Understood.
so
Thank
much
you,
for
Miss
the
Kim.
info.
Miss Kim said Zoe looked a mess from head to toe. Look, I love those toes. I love those shoes. I'd take those shoes, but I wouldn't have them like under a big old dress like that. Oh. Anyway, Unveiled Vibration says maybe Riri will get a girl this time. We'll see. Um, Miss Kim says typical Meg yawn.
Eh,
She's not lying and telling stories for sure.
she is.
Sabrina Carpenter.
I
She
kind of
was
love this.
she was very cute for this one. Look at that.
I kind of love this. I love the long tails in the back. Like this is beautiful to me.
I'm here for it.
I'm very much here for it. Absolutely. She looks gorgeous.
Absolutely. How many more again? I think I went. Oh,
Not Gail. No. Next.
oh. But why this color though?
I don't know. And then the black at the top, it makes it look like she has on a tank top under her dress. And but at least she was there, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Tracy
Here we
Ellis
go.
Ross. Yes.
Here we go. She made me very happy. She was one of the first people that I saw when I started seeing pictures for the Met
Hmm.
Gala, and I said, "This is it."
That's how
She
you do
always
it.
gets it right, and I will never doubt her fashion game ever in life.
Never, never. She always brings something different to the Met Gala. Something sometimes unexpected as well. But I love this oversized pant, this oversized bow on the back. That tie, it's beautiful. The hat is gorgeous. And I always love that Tracy Ellis Ross doesn't care about showing her body. She shows off the clothes. We're not here to see her
She's a
body. We're not
model.
here to see that. We're here to see the clothes, and the clothes look beautiful on her.
Unveiled Vibration says, "That's a big ass bow."
It is.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
Do
We
you
had
have Janelle Monáe's on there?
okay.
Because
Thank
she
you
was
for the
my favorite.
request. Um, we're gonna find her. Was it? Oh yeah, I remember her.
Oh, and Lizzo. I loved Lizzo's dress as well.
Okay, so that's not Lizzo.
Go
So you
down,
said,
down, down.
did I pass Lizzo already?
There she is, right there. Right there. I love Lizzo's dress.
Lizzo.
I love this dress. Love, love, love this dress.
And to be honest, I think this was the only way to do a dress.
Absolutely.
Something
Absolutely.
structured like this, but had more meaning to it.
And I love that she's, losing weight, but she's still showing off her body. And I love that. She's so body positive, and I love that. Giving
Miss
you
Kim said,
Cruella DeVille realness. I love this.
Miss Kim said, Gail did just return from space. She's still getting reacquainted with being back on Earth. Thank you. Thank
Touche, Miss Kim. Touche.
you. I guess we'll let her have it. Um, okay. We had a request in the chat for what's the name? Oh, here's what you wanted, Jonathan.
Yes, Janelle Monáe. This was my
Uh,
favorite look of the night.
this is yet another person that you cannot clock when it comes to the Met Gala.
And she had a clock on her hat
Okay.
covering her eye.
And I love that bag.
It's beautiful.
That
It's
bag is money.
it gives you grown businesswoman, okay, ready to make a
Oof,
deal.
ciao.
I love the oversized coat on the front, and then when she takes it off, it's just it's everything. Like I don't know who designed this. I really need to find out who designed this, but this is my favorite look of the night. My favorite look of the night.
Yeah, the I do like what the Shade Room said about her. It says Janelle Monáe looking like she wrote the assignment.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
and it's like I know it's something that she'll never be able to wear again, but dag
Of course not.
nabbit, it's going to be in somebody's archives because this is just you can't deny that. Here's the person that was requested, Miss Lauren
Lauren
Hill.
Hill. Yes.
I am here for Miss Lauren Hill. Unfortunately, I heard somebody say that they told her the day before to be there the day before so she could make it on time to the blue carpet.
Well, I mean, hey, when you have tendencies, people try to avoid those said tendencies.
I love it.
It's really cute. I love the afro. I love the piece that's coming up on the side of her head. Like, this is great,
She
and the
looks
color
wonderful.
works wonderful for her as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love the pants. They're not like regular structured pants. They look like they have chiffon
Oh,
on it.
okay.
It looked like they easy breezy. Oh, she got gloves. Oh,
And this is really the first time I remember seeing her at the Met Gala, to be honest. I don't remember any I'm sure she's been there before, but this is the first time I remember seeing her at the Met Gala. So shout out to Lauren.
Dustin says, I have to say, it's my favorite out of them all so far. Oh, okay. I think that might have been the one for Janelle Monáe, I think. Unveiled Vibration says, Fire Monet. And Miss Kim said, Lauren looked amazing.
She
Yes,
did.
she did.
She did.
All right.
So yeah, that's all that I wanted to say about the Met
yeah.
Gala. Besides, did you want to show someone else? Oh, Halle Berry.
Yeah, a lot of people said she wasn't wearing no dress, so you could see her. Yeah, they were talking about her bad. Anywho, that's enough of that.
But the Met Gala raised over $31 million, making it the biggest grossing and the biggest gross in the event's 77-year history.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes, and for it to be a Black tailored type event,
Come on.
it's so telling. I love the fact that they had a gospel choir entertaining the guests all night long. Also, Usher and Stevie Wonder performed as well. This is Rihanna showing off the baby bump. I loved Rihanna's outfit. I did think it was a tad bit busy, especially with the gray in the middle. But
this is the moment.
At the same time, I still loved it.
Especially, and I also enjoyed that hat a lot too.
Yes, the burgundy kind of tie looking thing in the front. It's beautiful. That back, honey. The tails on the back.
Oh my god.
Wonderful.
Okay, I'm done for real now. I ain't playing. I could look at stuff like this all day, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. So, I don't think that we talked about this on my show, but I know that it has been discussed.
I got my hands up.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Just to let you know, Miss Kim says Janelle Monáe was dressed by Tom Brown.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for that info, Miss Kim. Tom Brown. All right.
Unveiled Vibration says clapping for Black dollars. And Miss Kim also says Tyler Perry made a huge donation to the gala. He also looked very nice.
I didn't see Tyler Perry on the carpet.
But go ahead. I'll look for him.
No problem. So the Oscars have finally updated the rules requiring Academy voters to actually watch all movies in a category before casting their final votes. Now, any sane person would think that this would have been a requirement since the inception of the Academy Awards. However, I think it's been around for a whole lot of years. I don't want to say over 100 years, but as many years as they've had in the... I'm sorry?
70 or something?
70 something. That sounds right to me. But for them to just now require for all of the voters to watch everything in the category before they vote is crazy to me. And I have a feeling that if we were in charge, that would have been a requirement long time ago. But this also makes it obvious the reason why there's been such discrimination with the Academy Awards, because you think that they probably wouldn't want to watch our stuff. You just would assume. I would assume. I won't say we would assume, but I would assume that maybe they haven't watched the stuff that we watched, and maybe that's the reason why Jamie Lee Curtis beat Angela Bassett out for Best Supporting Actress, or some of the plenty of other times that Black actresses have not won. When Angela Bassett played Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It, when she should have. I didn't see the other nominees, but it's crazy to me. It's insane to me that it was not a requirement for these voters to watch everything. Like, what kind of sense does it make for Academy voters to vote out of a number of 5 nominees in the acting categories and up to 10 nominees in the Best Picture categories, for them not to see all of the nominees, but just vote for the one that, it's literally a popularity contest. Literally, it's literally been a popularity contest leading up to now. So it blows my mind that this was not a requirement prior. Jennifer, what were your thoughts? I know we've talked about this in private, but what were your thoughts when you heard that this has finally been made a requirement?
Child, that blew me sky high to the heavens. I was just, I was just beyond like, are you kidding me? So there is no serious requirement to actually ingest what you're voting on, and then hearing about that makes me want to think, okay, so is that the same thing for the Grammys? Is there a requirement for the Grammys? Is there a requirement for any of
Right.
these other award shows?
Mm-hmm.
So it really makes me wonder because there's a lot of music out there. Because of course I lean more towards music than movies.
Right.
Um, there's a lot of music out there. It just made me wonder, like, have they ever heard these people? And you are saying this person needs to be winning, album of the year. So yeah, this this I don't know if they think this is a cute situation, like, "Yeah, we're finally doing it." Yeah, like, "No, it's not cute. This is just sad." Yeah, thank you for making the steps to do better, but dag nabbit, like,
For
y'all really playing
real?
yourselves. Like, seriously?
For real?
Over it.
It's crazy to me. Anyways, another topic that piqued my interest was Smokey Robinson is being sued for alleged SA and battery by former female
Who?
employees. Smokey
Smokey,
Robinson,
90-something-year-old
honey.
Robinson?
Smokey Robinson. And here's my thing. I don't know if these things are true. I'm not saying that I know that these things are true. However, those videos of him at his concerts, just gyrating a little bit, doing a couple pelvic thrusts
He be
here and
doing it now.
there. And funny thing is, me and mommy talked about it earlier today. She thought Smokey was just trying to be funny by doing those things. I said, no, he's trying to seduce the ladies. He think he got it. He think he got it. And if he
Ooh.
wants to do that, if he makes that a part of his repertoire during his shows, do your thing. Apparently, maybe the crowds love it. I'm sure that they're screaming at the top of their lungs whenever he's doing those pelvic moves. However, this did not surprise me that these allegations were being brought up against him because of his decision to do those movements on the stage. I would hope that these things are not true. However, it would not surprise me if these things were in fact true. Because if you're willing to do that on stage, that makes me think that you might be capable of doing other things of that nature. Even at his old age, I don't know exactly how old he is, but
I wouldn't necessarily say that just because he did it on stage, he could be some nasty, whatever. But
I'm just saying that makes it not so much of a surprise to me when I hear things like this. That's all
I
I'm
hear you.
saying. I'm not saying that everyone who does those things, because there are a lot of artists who are out here gyrating and pelvic thrusting, what I'm saying, but that doesn't mean that they'll do that. But I'm just saying,
But
me
which one ain't
seeing,
nasty though? Which one ain't nasty?
well, that's true. Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
right.
But Smokey Robinson is 85 years old.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Exactly. Unveiled Vibration says, "Ha, the Academy Awards is nothing but a buddy buddy award show."
Absolutely.
Okay. Justin Butler said, "Let's put my favorite dress." Which one was your favorite? Unveiled Vibration says, "I will adamantly say those votes are purchased." And he also says, "Smokey, nah, I'm calling foul and tears from a clown." Okay.
Not tears of a cloud. Oh Lord. Jennifer, your thoughts on that story?
Oh, you had all my thoughts. That's about it.
Okay. So I want to spend the last couple of minutes that we have here talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. By the way, please check out my Real Housewives of Atlanta review that I put out this past, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I put out a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Be sure to check that out. Press the like button, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Portia is getting on my last good nerve.
You have some good nerves?
Good nerve. And Shamia was on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show earlier this week. And she said she believes that Portia has let people she just met get into her ear about their friendship, claims she's reached out, but to no avail. At this point, I'm stepping back, she said. I'm going to need her to show some reciprocity. So I'm hoping that this means that the status of their friendship was brought up during the reunion, although I don't think that they filmed it yet. But hopefully when they do film it, to see that they're not in a good space now, that makes me feel as though the status of their friendship is going to be addressed at this reunion. And that is exactly what I want to see. Because although it wasn't really shown in this particular episode, I hate the fact, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm hating the fact that Angela is being shown or being, what was that? Anyways, Angela is being seen as a villain at this point. And I hate that she's actually being seen as a villain on this show. Yes, she asked Drew to come to Portia's birthday. And I personally believe that the producers asked her to invite Drew, because I don't think Angela and Drew really have that much of a friendship. And, Angela's excuse of trying to be the peacemaker and trying to, wanting the girls to all get along. No, this is to bring drama to the show, because it's a reality show, and the reality show relies on drama, rather. And here's my thing. As far as Angela and Shamia, I don't know why Angela was surprised that Shamia didn't stick up for her when Portia literally said that she would sleep with Angela's husband, Charles Oakley. I don't know why she thought that, Shamia would speak up for her when Shamia is, presumed to be one of Portia's best friends on the show. So I'm not surprised about that. But I don't like the fact that it seems like everyone seems to be against Angela. When we have another girl on the cast who seems to be against everybody, that being Britt Edie. And also, speaking of Britt, I don't want to add any validity to this rumor. However, Tasha K did have a young Black gay man on her show who claimed to have been intimate with Britt's husband. Don't know if that's necessarily true. Seemed like he was a stunt queen trying to, get a couple views. He, sipped his wine after he said what he said. So, to me, that was a stunt. I don't necessarily believe what he said. However, there have been rumors about Britt's husband possibly being part of the LGBTQIA plus community. When I saw him in the first episode, the thought did cross my mind that he possibly may be same gender loving. That's not to say that he is. That's not to say I know that he is. I'm not sure if he is. I don't know. He has not said anything to that effect. So I would assume that because he's presenting to us as a married heterosexual man, that I would take his word for it, even though he hasn't said it out loud. But Britt would seem to be more of the target as a villain than Angela would be, where I see Angela is just trying to, go along to get along. I don't know. I like Angela. The only thing that bothers me about Angela is the fact that she brings all the drama that she has with the girls to her husband, Charles Oakley, who clearly does not give a gosh darn about what's going on with them girls. He don't care about what they got to say about him. When she told him that Portia said that she would sleep with him, he was like, I don't give a fuck. Okay. So, that's the only thing that bothers me about Angela. But Angela and Kelly are my favorite two girls on this season of Housewives of Atlanta. And I hope that they return next season. I do not need to see Drew. Drew does not need to come back. She's a liar. Apparently some things came out about her divorce. My mama sent me a video about that. I have yet to watch it, but apparently there are some things about Drew that are about to come out about her. She does not need to be on the show. I was actually surprised that she came back for this season. We do not need to see Portia.
Or they allowed her back.
Right. Yeah. And we do not need to see Britt. Britt does not need to be back next season either. Jennifer, your thoughts on Portia saying that she would sleep with Angela's husband? Like, what did you think when you heard that she said that? Even though she blamed it on the Henny, she blamed it on the alcohol.
It's to be expected. Who's surprised?
Okay. I'm not.
Okay.
That's what she do.
she just don't like that it came out and it was recorded and it was heard by the person that she was talking about, and that person decided to go ahead and
Tell everybody.
confront her and tell everybody. And yeah, so Portia just upset that things ain't working out like she thought it would. She thought it would be the Portia show. She really
Right.
did. To be honest, a lot of people thought it would be, but once once they saw the direction, I think, what a producer would do is go to where the story is.
Right.
Portia don't have a story,
She don't.
so
I mean,
why would it focus on you?
she can't even record or tape or film at her ex-marital home. She has to film at her mama's house. How dreadful. How dreadful.
It's a shame.
Portia really thinks she's that girl, and she's never been that girl, and she never will, in my opinion. She never will be that girl.
Because
Period, point blank.
she was always a tag along. I don't think people realize
Always.
that. If you think about it, she was never the number one.
She was always the plus one. Okay.
She was always the plus one. Every time it was a fun situation, because I give it to her. She can have, some funny moments and stuff like that, but she was always a number two. And I think that's her problem. Even with somebody that she feels is beneath her, which is her best friend. We use loosely.
Her best friend, child. Treating her like trash on national TV. But I'm so glad that Shamia seems to have seen it. And once again, I just pray to the good Lord that she addresses it during this reunion. And I don't think Andy will let them get away with not addressing it.
I feel like Shamia, I think she really wanted Portia to do right when both of them were on there with the peach.
Absolutely.
And when that didn't happen, I feel like she made her decision then. Because sometimes it's not easy, somebody that you've been friends with for a very long time, sometimes it's not easy for you to see that they only see you as a stepping stool, you know what I'm saying? And everybody says, all over TikTok, they said she's just fighting to have Shamia's life. She wished she could have Shamia's life. And if she had some real love going on and didn't have the blinders of money on her, she might have made some better decisions when it came to being with somebody or getting with somebody. It would have been a different situation, in my opinion. I do feel like Shamia married for love, and
absolutely,
just from what we see, you know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of there. You
and
can.
I actually like the fact that we really haven't seen Shamia's husband so much on this season. I like the fact that, I think someone said that he was the reason why she hasn't been on the show sooner. But I love the fact that, she lets him have his space and he allows her to have her space on the show.
That's
And I also have to say, to see the interaction between Portia and Dennis on the most recent episode leads me to believe that they are still getting it in.
No surprises there.
I mean, she literally had him in her confessional.
Also, maybe that's why she was so upset with him working with Drew, because I would be like if that were me, somebody I'm not with, I only see them as a father of a child of mine.
Right.
I'd be happy that they're making money, if they are making money. You know what I'm saying?
Some of that money is coming to our child, honey.
Yeah. So like, why are we hating a come up? But okay. Lord. Let's see. Miss Kim said Smokey should be ashamed of himself. His latest album was called Gasms. I forgot about that.
Wow.
That's true. It is true. No games.
Wow.
So he been nasty. Okay. Just because the grinding is a symptom. You hear me?
Okay. Yes.
All right. As long as you know.
I got it.
Unveiled Vibration says, "Oh no, Miss Kim. Now that's it. Whatever they said, he did. He did that ish, allegedly." Dustin Butler says, they shouldn't have been a nap from the beginning this morning. Okay, taking a nap. Miss Bianca, hello. Peace and
Hey,
blessings.
Bianca. Thank you so much for being here, boo. Love to see you, girl.
She says, I like Angela too, but I love Charles Oakley.
Yes, he's awesome, amazing. He doesn't feed into her BS, and I love that.
Miss Kim says, Portia is a jerk. She's jealous of Shamia.
Mhm.
Portia thought she was going to have the same type of life with Simon, and now she has no storyline. And she's getting
None.
older by the day.
Okay.
I'm sure she's feeling it too. Lord have mercy.
Right.
Miss Kim says Angela is low key checking the girls. I'm here for it.
She is. She is. And she can defend herself. And I love that she can defend herself because when Britt tried to, and I also have to say this, Cynthia had a prophet at this Juneteenth, you know, celebration. And why were they presenting this prophet as though she were a psychic medium? Like as soon as Britt sat down, she was telling her about herself and telling her about her businesses. And it's like, this is not how prophecy is supposed to be done, at least not from not what I'm familiar with prophecy being done like. But
Some people just don't know, Jonathan. They don't know how to conduct themselves in different situations. It's okay.
I mean,
It's
that
just ignorance. That's all.
that was just like she was acting like she was a psychic. Like there, I mean, anyways, I'll just leave it at that. That was disgusting to me.
Some people just don't be knowing. It's okay. It's all
Right. And I think that was just an advertisement for her services. But hey, that's just my opinion. You
yeah.
know. Mhm.
Bianca says, I agree with you on Portia, Miss Kim. Miss Kim also says, you see Portia ran when Angela came downstairs.
Okay.
Well, true. Unveiled Vibration says, I don't know why Portia is still on the show. She doesn't have anything to add to the show.
Nothing.
Well then.
Zero. Zilch. Nada.
Oh Lord, Tyrone, not Tyrone being shady. He said fifth wheel Portia. That's what he calling her.
Fifth wheel.
Ciao. Dustin says, that was the one. That one was his favorite, the Lizzo dress. He liked that the most.
Okay. Okay. I like Lizzo's dress too. It was really pretty.
Miss Kim says Shamia's husband be at work. He doesn't have time for reality TV.
Agreed. Agreed.
Some people
Absolutely.
keep on forgetting that, usually when you make money, you got to go to work for that.
Right. Exactly.
Not all, a lot of rich people, they got to go to work for that.
They do.
They don't stay at home all day.
Right.
And Unveiled Vibration says, unfortunately, I don't see Portia having a real meaningful relationship with anyone. She's all about the moolah.
Right. See the way she treat her family, child.
And if you
Anyways,
treat your family that way, how you gonna how you treat a mere friend?
a mere friend,
Mere
girl.
child.
Anyways, girl, we are over time. Jennifer, why don't you go ahead and give us your social media contacts, if you please, like Charity Church Mouse, Arpeggio, if you please.
Okay. I am about to take a nap. So follow me. I am the Light of the Leo. Go ahead and follow me at the Light of the Leo on Twitter. Not on Twitter, Jesus. TikTok. Okay. Instagram and YouTube. I have a YouTube channel at the Light of the Leo. I go live every Monday to decompress because Lord knows I'll be needing it. So
We
that's
all need it, honey.
whew. So that's my time there. One day I think I might have a decompressed time with I gotta find some ad-free meditation music so we can
Okay.
have a decompression meditation or something like that.
That would
So we
be
can see how
awesome.
that work out. Imma ask my husband, Tyrone, he know about music and stuff like that. And since, you know, we had a little tiff earlier today, hopefully he'll be able to see if he can look into that for me. And please join us on Faithful Warrior Ministries. We are both a part of Faithful Warrior Ministries. We are both the head of it with Tyrone McCullum, T.D. McCullum, the apostle, all that and more. Join us every single Saturday at 10-ish a.m. when we go live to pray and read from a devotional. You would enjoy yourself. So come on in. That's Saturday mornings at 10-ish a.m.
All right, y'all. You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's $JONATHANLEE 07. Once again, that is JONATHANLEE 07. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening for my Hot Topics and Social Commentary Live. Love you guys for watching. You guys are my favorite part of the show. Not that I don't love Jennifer, I just love that you guys are here as well. So thank y'all so much for being here with us. Make sure you join me on Monday for my 90-day fiance review with Dustin. And be sure to join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces for my Hot Topics and Social Commentary show next week. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. Love y'all for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.